A man considered one of the top hackers in the world has won leniency from a U.S. judge. Hector Xavier Monsegur, who would have faced more than 2 decades in jail for his involvement with the cyber collective Anonymous, now goes home a free man. For 3 years, he was online, but undercover, working for the FBI. Jim Spellman reports.
As a member of an elite group of hackers known as LulzSec, he went by the online name Sabu. And Tuesday, in a New York City court, Hector Xavier Monsegur, who faced a minimum 21 years in prison under U.S. sentencing guidelines, was instead sentenced only to time already served, a mere 7 months, a reward for years of cooperating with U.S. authorities.
We're very pleased that the judge recognized both what an extraordinary person he is and the extraordinary efforts that he has gone through in the past 3 years.
According to court documents, Monsegur was approached by the FBI in 2011 and immediately began to cooperate. He was back online in a matter of hours, but now working for the FBI. He revealed the inner workings of LulzSec. This was their logo. Their name, a play on internet slang LOL, laughing out loud. Their motto, laughing at your security, since 2011. The group was made up of hackers that went by screen names including Kayla, T-Flow, Topiary, AV Unit, Pwn Sauce, and Anarchaos. This core group hacked websites including Fox Television, Sony, Nintendo, and even the United States Senate, and launched denial of service attacks against MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, and others. The group was an offshoot of activist group Anonymous. Their goal, inflict as much mayhem as possible. According to court filings, the group cost their victims up to $50 million. Since it became known Monsegur was working with authorities, his life has been threatened, branded a traitor online, leading the FBI to relocate him and his family.
We hope that he will be able to put this behind him and that they will be able to move on to a safe and productive lives. But of course, there will always be a fear that he and his family are still facing a safety risk.
His information led to the arrest of 8 fellow hackers, including Jeremy Hammond, aka Anarchaos, the FBI's #1 most wanted cybercriminal. And prosecutors claim he helped prevent at least 300 future cyber attacks and exposed critical vulnerabilities in U.S. and overseas infrastructure. Authorities were able to patch those vulnerabilities, preventing future attacks potentially. That was part of the rationale they used for giving him such a light sentence, Asier.
So, Jim, what did the judge have to say about all this when he handed out the sentence?
Extremely unusual for a judge to give such a light sentence. The judge called his cooperation truly extraordinary. But to his brothers in arms online, he remains a traitor. In a statement Tuesday, the group Anonymous said that Monsegur was essentially forced to entrap his fellow hackers. In addition to the time he has already served, Monsegur will also have to have his online activities monitored by the courts for at least a year. That's sort of like the old saying, trust but verify, Asier.
That's very true. Thank you so much, Jim Spellman.